saying, guys, because I never spoke last week. One, I was sick as fuck. You wouldn't know that. I was dying on set, but I still thugged it out for the sake of my team because I care about this show. That's the first thing. Number two, what you guys don't know, is that when they invited me, they said, Munaka, please come to this event. They didn't say Munaka, they didn't say Pianopulse. If they wanted Pianopulse, they would have hit up Dudu to say, please bring Pianopulse to Heineken. They didn't do that. They just said Munaka. And remember, guys, outside of Pianopulse, everybody here has something of their own. Tahi's a journalist. He's pushing his stuff on TikTok. Like, that's him. Like, we know what Tahi does. He's an all-rounder. We've got Sfiso, he has a record label. That is his baby. That's his priority outside of Pianopulse. And I'm an influencer presenter and I'm a Netflix star. So if they say Munaka, the influencer presenter, Netflix star, please come to Heineken. They're not saying Munaka, Pianopulse, come to Heineken. If they said Munaka, part of Pianopulse, please can you come to Heineken? I would have said, okay, but I'm not alone. I'm a trio. There's three of us. We have to go all together. That's how things work. But they just said Munaka, come.
Munaka, darling, there's one thing I hate is over-explaining myself. Welcome back, Dawn. This is Krista K, and I'm back again with another video. Can you see my mic? My mic is here. Should I hold it? No, it's too much in my face. I just want to talk and, you know, get this shit off of my chest. Now, if you don't know, which probably most of y'all don't know because you're not on SA Talk, but there is this group, podcast, if I'm not mistaken, I really don't know them like that, called Pianopulse, right? And this week or last week, I ain't even sure, bro. I had this video for a minute. But this week, last week, whenever, there's an episode from their podcast that aired, and they were discussing Gunna's Heineken performance. Now, if you don't know Gunna, he's an American rapper, and Heineken was hosting like an event, and he was going to be in the event and do whatever. Like, that's not even the point of the conversation. The point of the conversation is there's a member of this group podcast called Munaka that was invited by Heineken, meaning she was basically her management was sent like an invitation, said that, you know what, we want to see you, please come to the Heineken event. Munaka obviously went because they're having this conversation about it. And listen, the man's response on that podcast about just her going and the way she went about like going and all those things, it's giving entitled. I don't know what to tell you, but it's really giving entitled. Not entitled in the sense of why didn't they give me a ticket too, but entitled in the sense of why did you go without us? Why did you go without Pianopulse? Which kinda a little bit irks my soul, because when she was discussing the situation, she was discussing what was happening and what happened and what took place. She mentions that she is her own individual. She's Munaka, Netflix star, influencer. The other guy, his name is Tahi. He's a journalist. And then Sfiso, he has a record label, right? So I assume that after this whole Pianopulse thing, or aside of this Pianopulse situation, they have other things going on for them, right? Right? That's what you would assume. But with the way they're behaving, I honestly feel like the only one that's really making moves outside of Pianopulse is Munaka. Because that's what this conversation gave me. Two grown men yelling at her like she delivered you to the Romans like Judas delivered Jesus. Like it just doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me. And I watched the full 2 podcast episodes about the situation. I watched it on Zanzi Unlocked or something like that. I'll put it up here. Right? And I'm sitting there like, I still don't understand why they're so angry. I don't understand why they're yelling at her. I don't understand why they're so offended. And what added to kind of sort of my irk or my ick is the fact that initially it was, you told us that they didn't want us when that wasn't the case, which she said she didn't say. He said, she said, he said, I ain't even here for that. But then they moved the goalpost to, you gave out our numbers to those people. You should have never done that. So are you mad about me, you not being invited and me being invited? Or are you mad about me giving your number out? And if you're mad about me giving your number out, I already apologized for giving out your number. So what are we arguing about more? And what really disturbed me is how comfortable they were to just yell at her, and she just stood there. And listen, I'm not one to say that I'm mature. I'm not. Immature as heck. Two grown people yelling at me like that, not listening to understand but listening to respond, would have set me over the edge, and I'm just sitting there like, are you done? Are you finished? Are you quite finished? Because that makes no sense for you to behave this way over something that didn't even belong to you in the first place. Now, if you didn't watch the beginning where I showed a clip of Manaka defending herself and explaining the situation, here's a quick rundown. So, Heineken had a Heineken event with Ghana. They called her out. They said, we want you there. And we gave you 2 tickets for yourself and for somebody else. She wanted to take this other person called Dudu, but the person didn't want to go. So, like, I think Dudu or somebody encouraged her to take Sfiso, but then she ended up inviting an influencer or something like that. Now, while she was having the conversation of who to invite and stuff like that, because Dudu couldn't make it, it ended up being a conversation where I think she didn't say, but I think she implied that they didn't invite Pianopulse. And listen, let me take off my bed before I say this, because I need to say the little bit ghetto. Monarch are better than me. I would have said it with my whole full chest, no, they don't want you. They don't want Sfiso. They don't want Tahi. They want Monarch. The fact that you're getting this ticket, or you could have gotten this ticket, is because of me. Because I'm who they want to see. And I don't have anybody else to take with me but you. But now, you're making this whole fight over, yes, a ticket. A ticket. And for them to sit there and be like, no, that's bullshit. Don't fucking say, don't. The cussing from Sfiso, disgusting, deplorable. Because you can really tell a person can articulate themselves quite well once they articulate themselves without cussing. I'm sorry to say that. If you can only articulate yourself with the F word and B word after every 2 sentences, you're not that articulate. You can't come up with words. You're just not good at expressing yourself. I don't know what to tell you. But Sfiso, that's when Sfiso is like, no, we're not arguing about the ticket. We're arguing about the fact that you gave out our numbers to these people to contact us. Then she's like, and I apologized. And I apologized. So what are we arguing about? In fact, let me actually even pull up so I can remember every single point that I wanted to talk about. So let me play the clip. It's going to be here. I know I played it at the beginning. I played some of it. But let me play the clip that got me hit. Right?
Stations, and they're like, look, dude, rather bring an influencer. Nobody said they don't
This is the part with Sfiso.
actually want to speak about it. No, you must.
This is the part where Sfiso really, to me, he shows he's very immature. And I don't know how old these people are, but it's really still giving immature regardless.
Family matters, but I'm not going to bring it up on screen, but we'll speak about it, you and I, off screen. Because I don't want to, there's no need for me to involve your family into this, but we'll get into it, you and I. I just didn't want to bring it up there as well outside because Utahi and Duda there, it's between you and me. But all I'm trying to say is, guys, we are all individual brands outside of this. If they invite Pianopulse and I choose to go by myself and I don't tell them, then you can call me a snake. I fully understand. I get it. If not, then you can't say anything because I was just going to go to an event with my extra ticket that now I thought it was better to bring an influencer. It's that simple.
No.
But it's
I
fine.
think it's disrespectful for you to say we are fighting over a fucking ticket that I didn't even fucking know about.
You see, like, I'm sorry, I played a lot of the clip, but like now Sfiso's like, he's cussing because she Munaka just finished to explain herself. She's just finished saying that she got the ticket. She was going to the event with an influencer because she was going. It was gonna promote the event. Why are we cussing? Why are we saying over a fucking ticket? And this is just the beginning.
Event. I don't fucking give a shit about Ghana.
About Ghana. What?
This confuses me a little, right? This confuses me. He says he doesn't care about the ticket, he doesn't care about the event, he doesn't care about Ghana. So why are we having this conversation? Why are we having this back and forth? If you don't care, it's because you care. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't be upset that I didn't take you, that they didn't invite you, that this didn't happen because of you. You're upset because Monaka got invited and they didn't invite the two of you.
Why would you say all fucking over a fucking ticket, Munaga? That's so disrespectful.
I'm not disrespecting
No,
you.
it's disrespectful because you are saying now we are fighting over extra ticket.
But you are,
That's
because you're
disrespectful.
making a scene.
We are not.
No, you're making
you
a
the
scene
one
as though
that
they
said. You the
invited
one that
me.
said these
No,
people don't want us. You told my PA. My issue is they say they don't want us. It's not the ticket. That's my issue.
That makes no sense. Like we see when people don't have anything to say, so they just come up with things in the air. How are you gonna be upset? You're gonna say, "Oh, my issue is that you told my PA that they don't want us." That's the truth. They, like I said, they don't want you, Sfiso. They don't want you, Tahi. They wanted Munaka. If they wanted Sfiso and Tahi and Munaka, all three of you, they would have said, "Pianopulse, please come to my event." They would have went to the Pianopulse manager and sent an invitation. They wanted who they wanted, and she's saying they didn't want you. Aniti, that's what it is. They don't want you. They didn't want your presence there. Her saying it, yes, it's distasteful. That's the word, not disrespectful, distasteful. That you would say it like we're unwanted people. But it is the fact of the situation. You are not wanted there. They don't want you. They didn't ask for you. They didn't ask for Sfiso. They didn't ask for Tahi. They asked for Munaka. Why are we arguing?
My issue. And my issue is you not telling me to my face.
Why does she, and this is where I'm saying he's pulling at straws. Why does she have to tell you to your face? This is why, once again, I don't know these people. So maybe they're friends outside of Pianopulse. They're, whatever. If they're just here to film the podcast and go home, she has no loyalty to come to your face and tell you that she's been booked for another event that you haven't been booked for. She doesn't. Yes, it would be appreciated. This is why I use the word distasteful instead of disrespectful. Because distasteful means that you could have went about it a different way. Distasteful means we see each other all the time. Why couldn't you just say it to my face? Right? That's distasteful. Disrespectful is cussing me out in front of all these cameras over a ticket that you personally said you don't care about.
It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna speak about it off camera because there's actually something that you don't know.
No, but you must
And
apologize. You can't say I'm fighting over a ticket. I fucking have money.
No,
I can
she
get
won't
anywhere I
apologize.
want
No,
to be,
no,
bro.
wait.
What the fuck is
she
that,
won't
Munaka?
apologize, bro.
What the fuck is that? And you went on and gave my numbers away without my permission. And then now you tell me I'm disrespectful.
I apologize.
So,
And this is where I think, to me, I really wanted to scroll off, but I wanted to finish the video just to get, the end of this conversation. I don't think they wanted an apology. They wanted Munaka to bow down. They wanted Munaka to kind of sort of like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm not gonna do it again. That's what they wanted. They wanted begging, pleading, and they knew that Munaka alone defending herself wasn't going to they weren't going to get the reaction that they wanted, so they ganged up on her. Because had this been just about you giving out my number, I would have had this conversation one-on-one. We would have hashed it out, would have talked. And it even shows because afterwards somebody, I think Dudu, is trying to step into the situation to explain, and she even says, which wants to come to me. But Dudu tries to step into the situation, and Fiso's like, no, she needs to apologize, And she's like, I did apologize. I apologize for giving out your number. So what is the problem now?
Fiso.
No, man.
But I apologize for that.
Okay, I want to say something.
Dude,
no.
Munanga made a number of mistakes here, and Munanga is not apologizing for them.
Let me.
And the last word is, we are fighting over a fucking extra ticket.
Okay.
I don't fucking drink.
So why are we fighting? What are the number of mistakes that she did? I've only counted one. Giving out your number out by mistake. Other than that, what other thing did we do? Be realistic, man.
You worried about these brands, which is okay. That's how you need.
And that's, you know what the worst
and we
part
respect
is?
that.
You guys make it seem as though I don't write for you. And that's what frustrates me. I'm like, if only you knew how much I write for you. I fucking came to Limpopo. I missed 3 gigs that weekend where I could have been getting paid to come and support your initiative. Then you're going to come and say to me that I'm choosing brands. If that's what you guys think, I can't help you. Like, I don't feel bad because I know my intention. I know what happened. And I just feel like things got skewed along the lines. But you guys don't listen. You guys just want to hear what you want to hear. And that's okay. Let's move on with the show. Hey, it's time. I did apologize for giving out their numbers. That was my mistake. And I will say now, I'm sorry that I made it. I reduced it. I will say, don't interrupt me.
That's like a second mistake.
Do you see?
That's a second mistake of what when we're already questioning our safety, your priority.
Now Tachi's just talking up the side of his ass. Let me go back to Fiso for a second. Like, for him to act like he's over shit that he don't even care about, ironic to me. You don't care about it, let's move on. Let's not talk about this anymore then. You don't care. I apologize for giving out your number. Let's move the fuck on. But no, they keep dragging it because, once again, like I said at the beginning, they want to move the goalpost so that she has to, at the end, bend down. Not like that. Bow down and basically be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. And Monaka's like, no, like she's standing her ground, and I'm proud of her. In the midst of all of this, I'm proud of her. Because she's like, no, why am I apologizing for? What am I apologizing for? When there's nothing wrong that I did. And for Tachi to start, and he gonna just blab his big fat mouth about stupid shit, like safety concerns. They can't track you. They can't locate you with your phone number. Like, they're not gonna, oh my god, Tachi's in the corner section of a Gauteng and doing, no, like, she just wanted you, like, they asked for your number. She was like, okay, cool, here's the number, you can talk to him personally. That's it. You didn't want have your number out there? Tell the person, block me, delete me, or like a person with Munaka and be like, next time don't do that. She apologized. Why are we still bringing up the whole number thing? And he gonna talk about some, oh, when this other person wanted to give out numbers, he sent a screenshot and asked them permission. She already apologized.
Where your priorities lie, bro. When they said they don't want him, you could have just said they don't want him. You still go on to feed those people without
numbers, without our permission.
No, Fiso, wait. You still go on to feed those people without personal information. You don't even come to us. When there was a guy, né, that wanted Saul and
how when Sfiso cut off Tachi and Tachi was like, Sifo, wait, he stopped. But let Monaka ask them to give her a chance to finish her thoughts. Everybody jumping in like hyenas.
his number, right? Texted Zile. And what Zile did, 2 screenshots, sent it to both Mac and Saul. That this guy wants your guys' number. That's loyalty, bro. That's teamwork.
Do you know why?
They shouldn't think that there's a weak link in the team.
That you will never want.
I'm sorry, he didn't hurt me. girl, he didn't have me, because it's called Mzansi Network. It's ridiculous. Honestly, it's just ridiculous, because they're fighting over dumb shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, they're fighting over dumb shit. They're fighting over dumb shit. They're fighting over things that have nothing to even do with the situation at hand. The situation at hand is Munaka went to this event without them. Their butt hurt. They feel some type of way about it. Is there something that she can do about it? No. She didn't organize this event. She just went to it. You guys behaving this way shows your level of maturity. And I'm sorry, it doesn't show anything favorable, in my opinion. It just shows that, you know what, you're not mature enough to handle these type of things. You're not mature enough to handle this situation. You're not mature enough to work with these specific brands. And which makes it worse, because other brands are going to see this, and other brands are going to now cross your names out of PR lists because of the way you behaved with this situation. How is she explaining the whole situation, word for word, event by event, telling you guys that yes, they didn't say they wanted Pianopulse, they said they just wanted me, so I just went. I told you guys that they didn't want you because it is the truth. The way I said it might have been distasteful, but that is the truth. A mature approach would have been like, you know what, Monaka, I didn't like that you gave out my number, but you know what? You apologize, let's move forward. You know, next time, please just don't give out my number. If they don't want us there, they don't need to have my number. Like, I'm sorry, like, if you're a grown age, you need to start acting like you're a grown age. If you're in a business where it's about networking, it's about building connections and all of that, I'm gonna need you to start behaving like you want to build connections with people, because this could have been a super mega opportunity for Munaka, and now I think it's left a bad taste in her mouth, where she's like, so basically I can't do anything if I'm not doing it for the benefit of Pianopulse, of Tahi and Sfiso, which is what are we talking? What are we doing? Right? Anyways, that was that for today's video. Like, don't get me heated over such stupid things, bro. And it got me so heated that I had to wait until I filmed this video to kind of sort of delete the video off of my phone, because I was so irritated. I was really like, no, this is why sometimes you can't like grow individually. You just have to break up when one of y'all starts getting too big, because this type of behavior is illogical. Yelling at her like she's your child over something that you said you don't even care about. Does that make sense, Sfiso? Does that make sense, Tahi? And then moving it from, oh, she lied, they didn't want us. Oh, it's not even about that. Why are you lying that we were fighting over a ticket? No, we're fighting over you giving out our number and violating our privacy and safety and security. And now it's moved to, oh, it shows that in our group there's a weakest link, there's a open door that can destroy what, like, bro, wrap it up and throw that paper in the trash. Like, what is this? What is this? Anyways, that was that for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.